Welcome to another episode of Faith Las y Más. We have Miss Laura back.
Yay! I'm Laura.
Sylvia.
I'm Priscilla.
Ashley.
And this is Faith Las y Más. We took a little break last week. We were trying to get our lives together before summer was over. Kids were back in school. Someone was starting homeschool for the first time, so I'm sure she was trying to figure all that out too. If you haven't already, I don't know, you probably already have. It's just me thinking like, oh, she has to do all this too.
Yeah.
But this week we are coming with a new topic, and Priscilla came up with this topic, and I thought it was awesome. I thought like a lot of us can relate, no matter if we're walking in our faith or if we're just someone living life, and that is the, FOMO. Fear of missing out. FOMO can come in a lot of ways. I think just when I was talking to Priscilla last week, we were trying to discuss what we felt as the FOMO that we were experiencing. It was different, but it does come in a lot of different ways. And we just want to talk to you guys and express the ways that we overcome it, or how we felt that we should overcome it. And as women walking in faith, how we should use God's word to help us overcome it. But yeah, let's talk about it.
Let me pull out my phone for my notes.
I know I have my little trusty notes here too. So FOMO, like I said, can come in different ways. A lot of people can experience it like not being at the next release of something. Like there's people who are into shoes and they're like, oh, I need to have all these shoes. I need to be the first one to have it, because if I don't have it, I'm lame. Oh, like whatever they think about themselves. Like that's a way of feeling FOMO. I know a lot of moms fear FOMO with their kids not being there in every stage of their life. Like there's people who fear missing out on everything that their kid or their children go through. And that's understandable, right? Because you only get one chance with your children. And I think I felt that before a couple times. As a working mom, you feel like you miss a lot with your kids, because you got to go to work. You got to ask for the time off to go to their awards show, or if they have a field day, you got to ask for the time off to go, or you might not even get the whole day off, but they'll let you go for a little bit. And you miss out on things like that. And then when you come home from work or after that day is over, your kid's like, oh, mom, you missed this or you missed that. And you're like, oh, it just makes you feel bad about yourself. And, but yeah, what were you saying? You said you had notes.
For me, when I thought about FOMO, I thought about the fear of missing out as a new follower of Jesus. Because when we started our Jesus journey, we started trying to, get involved in church, and we were, just trying to be better and trying to be better followers of Jesus. And then I just felt like we were being judged a lot. And the FOMO came from when I would hear that some of our friends went out together and they didn't invite us. I was like, dang, I felt it hurt my feelings at those moments. Because it's like, oh, we used to hang out and now we don't. They're not inviting us anymore because they probably think, oh, they go to church now, or oh, they think they're too good now, or oh,
Yeah.
like they think that we can't maybe not relate anymore. So that's where I was going for me with the FOMO. So yeah, and it took me a while to get over that. Like I just had to keep telling myself like that's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen. Like Jesus says that's gonna happen. Like when you start following him, things are gonna be left behind. Relationships you're gonna stray from those friends that you used to have, or those relationships you used to have, or even family that you used to talk to all the time or whatever. Like you're gonna stray away from them. So I just had to, that's how I had to fight that.
Overcome that.
Yeah.
That feeling.
And then I just looked up this verse, Luke 9:23. It says, then he said to them all, if anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. So it's like, I just had to know that those are not my desires anymore. And I want to follow Jesus. And if that means losing friends, losing relationships, then that's what it was. If I'm gonna be down with Jesus, I can't be down with everybody else, or I can't be down with the world. Like,
Yeah.
and Jesus is the way. So and he's the truth. And like, if you follow the Bible, like that's the truth. Like that's the truth in this world. Like nothing else comes above that. So
No.
yeah.
I like how he's like make us really understand like it's not easy. It's not going to be easy. You got to carry your own cross. Like every day you have to decide your way, and you know the way is harder. Following Jesus is harder. So you have to like be willing to.
Yeah. And
Like I
don't
felt
think,
that
I don't
was
think you realize like this
yeah.
is not easy. Like it's not easy. Like,
It's not.
And I'm like people will talk about Christians like or non-believers. They'll be like, oh, y'all using religion or Jesus as a crutch or you know a getaway like see like what is it like what is it called like it's like if like if we're in La La Land or something you know and it's like we're not using Jesus as a crutch. You're using the worldly things as a crutch. You're actually relying on social media followings or people online to tell you you're doing such a good job or your status or all the money that you make. You're, like you want to show out and you want people, you're trying to appeal to all these people. You want everybody to like you.
Yeah.
Like when we're trying to just follow Jesus and trying to live how the Bible wants us to, like, and that's the truth. Like, that's the truth,
yeah.
like we're following the truth.
Yeah.
Like you're really the one that's using the world as your crutch or your outlet, I guess.
Using the world's view to
you're,
determine what you need to do.
Yeah, you're trying to get satisfaction from that when really you're gonna, aim to get one thing, you're gonna get it, and then you're gonna be happy and it's gonna fill you with a little joy for like 5 minutes, maybe a day or two. And then what is the next, it's going to be the next thing you want to get. And then the next thing and the next thing, like you're never going to be satisfied pursuing worldly things.
No, but yeah, like I think a lot of people feel like, okay, you going through that and you've seen like, oh, I wasn't getting invited to things. Like, I think you not reacting to it, because a lot of people, when they see that, like they're like, oh, well, they're not inviting me anymore, blah, blah, blah. Like a lot of people react to it by putting like a negative, like a non-directed social media post, like
still trying to like call people out or something.
Yeah, like call people out about it, or maybe even start a conversation with somebody, but like a hurtful conversation,
like being shady or something.
Yeah, like people act that way because they were hurt.
So hurt people hurt people.
Yes, but I feel like we have to understand that we can't take everything and make it about us.
Yeah.
Like we have to, like you said, he said, we got to carry our cross daily. We have to figure out like what matters here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people, even people our age that I'm still friends with, or like I see on, I follow them on social media. Like I feel like a lot of people are still hurt about a lot of things in life, and they still react in a way that I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, I wish you knew like
there's a
better way.
Yeah.
And maybe I should say something. I don't know, because I haven't talked to them in a long time, probably since high school. But I'm the outsider looking in. But still, like I feel like we need to be more like how you reacted in situations like that.
Something that helped me too was that I felt like I wanted to. First, I go to Jesus, right? It's like, Lord, take this feeling away. Like, I'm feeling this jealous feeling. I'm feeling left out. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling like hurt. Like I just told him all these feelings.
Yeah.
Like, take those feelings from me. I don't want to feel that way. But I also talked to Noel, my husband, about it. And that like, and I tell him like, I'm just letting you know this has happened and this is how I'm just feeling hurt about it. I just want you to listen to how I feel. And then he'll just listen and then I let it out, like I didn't just keep it in, or how you say, like, let it out on a post or let it out, like calling somebody out. Like when next time I see them, I'm going to bring this up or something,
Yeah.
So I think that helped too, like talking to him about it, or like Ashley or somebody is in that same mindset, or that's a believer that's trying to follow Jesus, right? Because, that there's a difference talking to somebody who's trying to follow God and somebody who's just worldly and just trying to follow the next trend and
trying to tell you, well, you should do this, or if I were you, I would have told them this, or like, call them out,
or like, forget them, or like, it's like, no, I just want you to listen and just I'm just hurt about it. I just want to, because that I feel like that helped me release it to somebody, and it didn't get further than that. It didn't go into a negative, like, well, you should give them a piece of your mind or anything. It's just like, I'm just letting and then I let it off my chest, and then we pray about it. Yeah, and just pray about it, and I feel like God. After all that, now I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, well, they want to do that, they can do that. If they don't want to invite me over here, they don't want to ask me, for advice, or they don't want to talk to me about this certain topic. Like, okay, like that's fine,
Yeah.
Like, I just gotta pray for them.
So I think it's also important for us to vocalize, like when something bothers us. For example, I feel like we've had disagreements, and then like you'll come to me like, Ashley, and then like I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah.
But I think that was good for us like to share that, because I always say, if something bothers you and you don't say anything, then it's never gonna get fixed, right? So say if I ever did something where that bothered someone, I might not even know, and I'm not that good at it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, if something ever bothers me, I tell my friends. No, I don't, because and probably the topic's kind of going left, but I would say there has been times that I have felt that in this group, like not being invited, and that I've been hurt by it. I'm just trying to be honest,
Yeah.
And I wish, like, I think now if I felt a certain way, I'd be like, I'm gonna tell him something,
Yeah.
But back then, I think I was like, I'm gonna tell him, like, they're gonna think I'm crazy or whatever the case is. And honestly, I'm not like a very confrontational person. I just kind of like let it, like, I'm like, whatever, But I feel like now we're like at a different level of connecting. So I would be like, I think I would be more honest with you guys. And y'all hurt my feelings. Why didn't y'all invite me?
Yeah.
See, and I wish I can be like that, because out of us four, I'm the one that I don't express myself, if that makes any sense. Like I hold a lot of in. I hold a lot of in. Yeah. So like, let's say I'm in my feelings or I'm mad at one of y'all, like I would not tell y'all that. Does that make it? The reason being, and this is completely honest, reason being is because y'all are anyways, a lot of people tell me that the people that I love the most, I'm mean to sometimes, and I don't treat them very nicely sometimes, right? Which I totally agree. So I think that's why I hold a lot of things in, because you're the three closest people I have in my life, So in my head, it's like, well, I don't want to hurt them or tell them like, well, you hurt my damn feelings today, or I didn't like that you said that to me. I don't want to do that, because in my head, it's like, I don't want to jeopardize, friendship, right? And I don't ever want to hurt y'all, because I know how I can be as a person, and I know my words they come out mean, but I don't really mean to say it that way. I just don't know how to fix it sometimes. And that's one thing that I've noticed. And there are times where I do feel a type of way, but I'm just like, Laura, you're just going through so much, or you just have a lot going on. Just keep it to yourself and keep going. But I totally relate with what you're going through. And I'm very proud of you that you're at a point where you can actually be vocal about it and express it. Because I will get there one day.
Yeah.
I think we should get there, though, because it's like, it's not like, obviously we're not perfect, and we're gonna like probably annoy each other sometimes. We're like, it's like siblings. Like me and my sister will get in arguments, and I'll call her like a week later. Sometimes if it's like a big argument, I'll call her a week later. I'm like, hey,
Has it
girl,
been 7 days?
I want to apologize. I'm like, what are you doing? But we switched it up because one of our mics is no longer here with us.
Sorry, guys. My
It's
mind
right
was
here.
like, I was looking at Ashley, talking about you. Ashley, you're talking really good right now, and I don't want to miss
You didn't want
The
to
devil said,
I don't want
Okay.
to
I don't want nobody to hear this.
I forgot what I was saying.
No, about getting to
Oh,
the
your
point
sister.
about you and your sister arguing and stuff.
You'll call her
Yes.
7 days, a week later.
I know I was saying that, but I don't know what my point was. But I think it was just being
You said
more,
we
just
should
being more
get back
honest
to that
with
point.
each other, because we're gonna like there's gonna be some things that we make mistakes. We're only human. Just like when your husband makes you mad, you talk to him, or whoever. I feel like we should be more honest with each other about, we get hurt, or hey, like you said something to me, and apologize right now.
Yeah.
No,
but I
but
think that's true friendship, though.
yeah, and that's what we need. I feel like I want to work on,
Yeah.
and I think
We
I
should.
think
help
me and
us,
you
yeah.
have worked on that.
yes,
Because there has been times when Ashley has told me something, and like in her mind, it's like I did it on purpose, or like I'm doing something to her or something, and then I'm like, in my mind, like I don't even remember that, or like I don't,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
You
not
see it
say
like
hi
a-
to you at church.
You don't
or,
see
you know?
it the way she sees it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
or we'll pass each other at church or something, and she'll
We
think
do
like
that
I'm
a
in
lot. We're
yeah,
like-
like she'll think I'm in a like
she's mad at me
mad
right
at
now.
her or something, because of the way we pass each other. But really, and then I'm like, I was just really like anxious that day, like or
Yeah.
like there's just too many people, and I'm just like,
I'm
oh,
like,
I need
I'm
to go
really
home.
trying to get my son to come closer to me. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
I
know
really
what?
paid attention to Elijah because he's just running everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a misunderstanding most of the time. But
Yeah.
you're right. We need to get to that point. We just need to learn how to.
Oh no, sorry, I was sharing. I'm like, wait, I forgot to share.
No. You got your own.
We
Okay,
just
okay.
need to
You got your own. We're sharing.
learn
My
how
bad.
to communicate that in a gentle and loving way, rather than like, girl.
You know what? I didn't like the way you did that.
Yeah,
to-
like why are you
no.
doing that? Or like we can be like, hey, I just want to let you know, like I don't know if you meant to do this, but you hurt my feelings when you said something. Like,
Or like reaching out and trying to figure out if there was something wrong before
Yeah.
before reacting to it, because maybe we don't know if you're going through something, but let me
Yeah.
ask you if you were, and then if you say no, it was fine, then you can be like, okay, well I felt this and that.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, we also have to be accepting of whatever that person's saying. Because what if there's something wrong with us, because we're fighting our flesh. Like,
Yeah.
there might be something in us. We need to apologize. Like, you know what? I did say that in a mean way because I'm going through this and I have all of these things on my plate and I'm stressing about this. So it just made me feel a feeling of jealousy towards you. And like, I'm sorry. Like, like
That's true.
I feel like, because I think the devil wants us to not do that. He doesn't want us to fix our relationships.
Communicate.
He doesn't want us to fix our marriage. He doesn't want us to be communicating with our husbands. If he don't want that, he definitely don't want us to be talking to our friends either and building these relationships. He wants you to, the same thing he wants to, just like he wants to kill, what is it?
Steal,
Kill,
and
destroy.
destroy.
He wants to do that with our marriages. He wants to do that between us and our children, us and our cousins, us and our parents, us and our family. We have to remember this is a relationship too, like our friends. And those are important relationships too, especially if you're all trying to follow Jesus and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think the devil wants us to be thinking, like, attacking us in our heads, like, dang, did you see the way she looked at you? Like, you must have done something wrong to her, or she don't like you no more, or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and I think the devil wants to kill, steal, and destroy us when he puts the FOMO in us.
yeah,
Because, like I said, FOMO comes in a lot of ways, and a lot of and that feeling of FOMO can make you do a lot of things, and things that are not good for you, like you wanting to you following someone on Instagram or you following someone on TikTok, and you see them have these nice things, and you want those nice things, and maybe financially you're not there,
Yeah.
but you got that credit card.
yeah,
You got that credit card that has the money that you can buy all those things with, and then put yourself in debt, and that's destroying you because you're causing harm to yourself. You're causing harm to your family. You're causing financial harm. You're putting all your eggs in that basket of, well, I'm gonna still get that. Who cares about the brick afterwards? And that's what FOMO does to us a lot too. Like, it makes us feel like just want that joy for that minute
Yeah.
or that second, and feel like, oh, we can do that, and then we'll deal with it later, and that's not good.
yeah. And I think he could make people feel like, well, let me go get another job or another second job or this job, and then you're not even spending time with your family or your kids, because it's like, because your eyes are so fixated on that thing that you
Material
want,
stuff.
yeah.
I felt FOMO. I feel FOMO a lot, as a mom. But then I also feel FOMO a lot, like at work in a sense. Like I've worked in my jobs or whatever, if I've been invited to like weekend things, or I've been invited to like happy hours, or things that after work they want to do things or whatever. And a lot of times I'm like, oh no, I can't go, or oh no, I gotta do this, and I kind of lied about it. I did. I was like, oh, I gotta do this and that. But like, because I know how it can be, or what can happen during those times.
Yeah.
Like, people would drink, or people would do that, and I don't want to be tempted with like, oh, take a shot or do this, and then get to the point where I'm like so many deep in and I can't drive, or something like
Pick me
that.
up.
Yeah, and then but I had to realize like, no, go home, go to your family, go to your kids, like go home, like it's okay, like it's okay. Now I will go with coworkers or stuff, and like if it's an important thing, like if someone's leaving and they're doing like something for them, or if someone's having like a baby shower or bridal shower, happy hour, whatever, I'll do things like that, because I feel like I still want to
Yeah.
be happy for the person.
Right.
But then like the FOMO that I feel is like the next day when they come to work and they're telling me, oh my God, so and so did this, or this happened, then I'm all like, dang, I missed it, I should have been there.
Yeah.
Or dang, I didn't have that experience with them, or
Yeah.
they have that bond now, like like they have
yeah.
that bond now that they're like, oh well, let's go out again, or did it
Yeah.
do this and that. And I felt that, like I felt like I don't have that, like I'm just here working, going home, whatever. But then also I've come to realize like it's okay. Like it's okay. You don't have to be at every social event. You don't have to drink at every event, or like have the fear of getting drunk or over drinking or something at every event. Like you can control that for yourself. Like you have the strength that God has put in you. You have that in you to determine like, yes, this is good for me, or no, this is like, control yourself.
Right.
So yeah, that's the FOMO that I felt before, and it sucks because you got to work with these people every day. You kind of see them more than your family sometimes, and so then you kind of hear them talk about these things that you've missed out, and then you can't speak on it.
Yeah.
You can't relate.
Yeah.
I think a big one is probably gossip.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I don't like it at all. But before I did. And I'm not going to sit here and say like, I don't want the tea, because sometimes I do be wanting like, tell me the tea.
I'm a little thirsty.
You're
Let
like,
me get
tell
some
me, but
tea.
I just won't repeat it.
I'll just be in a circle and I won't say anything. I'll just be listening. I'm like, and I'll come home and tell Ray like, you know what I heard today? No. But I feel like that's like a big one,
Yeah.
because when we're girls and
True.
like that's just I don't know if you can
Cheeseman,
say
like,
cheeseman,
it's
but I guess we were kind of raised like that. Like I remember my mom talking to her friends back in the day, and I'm like too young to be listening, but I was listening, right? And I feel like that's something I try my best not to.
I think of that. Sorry, I think about that. Take that little girl. She's like interviewed by the news, and she's like, they're like, "What do you do?"
Oh yes,
And she's like, "She's with my
she's
friends,"
with
or something like that.
she's like
That
8,
cheesed me
7.
out.
Yeah, she's little. It's a little girl. They're interviewing her on the first day of school or something. I don't know what they asked. They probably said her like, "What do you do? Like, what do you like? Or what's your favorite thing to do at school or something?" You know. She's like, she said something, and she's with my friends. Something. And then the lady's like, "Oh, okay." And she's on TikTok. I don't know.
I saw that. It's funny. I'm like, girl, me too.
Me too.
That's hard. Like,
Yeah.
because it's just, I think it's just part of like our nature. So trying to not do that is like, girl,
It's hard.
it's hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Or like when you, like for me, like at work, when you see something happen and it has nothing to do with you, but then that person who does know, and you're like, do I ask? Do I not ask? Like,
Yeah.
no, do not ask. Like, if they tell you,
Mind
they
your
tell
business.
you. If they don't, then whatever, move on. And it's been okay.
Yeah.
I've moved
Been
on.
doing better.
Yeah, I've been doing better. I'd be like, oh,
You're not at your desk thinking about it all day. Like, oh, what's going on?
yeah. Oh my God, well, let me go to the restroom and see if someone else. No.
Let me
No.
pass by.
Yeah, no.
It is on my way, so
No, but that one's a good one, because you do be wanting to know sometimes.
Like, give me the
I
tea.
do.
yes.
I do be wanting to know.
Or sometimes, like if somebody's talking about something, and you're just sitting there, like you said, I think that FOMO, that fear of missing out, whatever, on that conversation, you have some information in your head that you could spill
Yes,
in there too
that's
to
a
light
good
the
one.
fire, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. So what's the tea?
Have you ever had any FOMO?
I think where I'm at right now is just, and I don't know if this is gonna sound wrong, but I kind of divide myself in two. Does that make sense? Like I can sit here with y'all and I can, have fun. I can go with, my other group of friends and I can have fun, right? I divide myself in two, but I give myself limits. So like if I do go out with my coworkers, there's only certain people I go out with, not everyone. I do not trust everyone. So at the end of the day, that's my job, right? So I know which people I can hang out with. I can control myself and I can be like, okay, Laura, you're good. Here I can, speak on what we speak on and, so forth. There are times, like I said, FOMO to me, I don't know if I feel it and I just don't pay attention to it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. But I don't know. There's times where I feel like I miss out on certain things. Like I'm with my kids all the time, so I don't know if that just not ruins me, but you know what I mean? Like my world revolves around them a lot. Sometimes I feel like I miss out when I can, I don't know, when like
doing something for yourself, maybe? Or no?
or even in my relationship, like maybe I miss out like, we could have gone on a date or we could have done something or we could have, something. In that aspect, I guess that's where I'm leaning
Yeah,
towards.
I can see that.
Instead of like,
Being busy with the kids, with
Yeah.
their activities and stuff.
Yeah, because everybody knows my kid stuff comes first, and
Right.
I am known to put my relationship in the back burner because at the end of the day, all I know are my kids. Laura is her kids, right? But mine is like, well, what about your relationship? You can't just have it in the back burner. So I feel like maybe I that's my FOMO. It's just my relationship. Like,
Yeah.
what can I do better or be better or
Yeah.
maybe we can, whatever. But I just really do try my best to divide myself to not really take things personal because I'm known to do that. But then again, I see it as, Laura, sometimes you're not the best person to be around with because I just have a lot of shit going on. So I just don't blame anybody. Like, girl, I wouldn't want you around me either sometimes because, girl, I just don't know. And like my big sister tells me all the time, she's like, I just don't know what Laura's going to walk in through that door. I don't know. Is it going to be the good Laura? Is it going to be the mean Laura? Is it going to be the okay Laura? Nobody ever knows, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So
we'll take any Laura because we can handle it.
yeah, and
Over
I
here.
think and I think y'all three and my big sister can handle me very well. Like you're like, okay, she's mad.
Let's go ask her why.
Let's go ask her why.
What's
like
wrong?
like what's wrong? And I feel like there are times where y'all really bring out the best of me, that the rest of the world doesn't see, right? Because I try and hide it, because sitting in this room, which I know I'm going off topic, just sitting in this room is just like, I can truly just be myself, right? And y'all don't judge me for it, or y'all don't make me feel bad for it. And I just really, truly appreciate that from every single one of you. I know if I'm stranded on the side of the road or something, I know I can rely on y'all. I know y'all will be there for me.
I relied on you the other day.
And just stuff like that. And I just really appreciate it. And I just really wanted to tell y'all that y'all really don't make me feel like out of place or like I don't belong kind of thing,
We don't.
No.
Good.
Because, because of this podcast, yes, we're all on different journeys. But because we're all on different journeys, y'all don't make me feel like I'm way at the end of the line. Does that make sense? Y'all are trying to string me along, which go on and string me in, but it's like, y'all don't ever make me feel like I'm all the way behind. Yeah, and I'm like, okay.
We also don't force you either. We're like,
Yes, and that is one big thing that I do love. Like, y'all don't force anything upon me that I don't want to do. Like, if there's a topic, like, okay, like, why you ain't been at church? And I'm just like, speaking of,
not
be cool, and then y'all see I get quiet and they're like, okay, there's more to it that she just doesn't want to say at the moment.
Yeah.
So we'll just let it go, So little
Well, I'm
things
not gonna
like
let it
that.
go. But I'll just bring it up in a later time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Percy does. You know, she's like, hold on, we didn't finish this conversation.
It's just me and you. I'll be
Yeah.
like, come here, boo.
Yes, you know, and
Let me talk to you.
yeah, and I love that, you know. But one thing is, if one thing I do want to say is, if we ever do have a problem in this group, or if I rub anybody the wrong way or something, all I ask is to address it in person or over the phone. Because I'm the kind of person, if you text me, I will read it all kind of sideways. And I don't want that.
No, me too.
I need, like I need the heart feelings, you know, my feelings, heart.
I'm like that with text messages, like especially when Milton texts me
I'm
something.
like-
I'm like, put send emojis, please, because I don't know how this came through.
Exactly.
Send emojis, please.
Yes, like Priscilla knows, like she'll be like, "Hey, boo," and then she'll be like, and I'm like, oh,
Exclamation
hey.
mark.
You know, I'm like,
So
oh,
you know it's a happy hey,
yeah,
boo?
like,
Not
hey,
hey,
you know,
...
Yes, so you know things like that, or like, so we'd be like, hey, girl, you know, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, this is like a nice, friendly conversation. Actually, don't ever text me, but you know, other than that, I'm
Hey,
like,
girl.
okay.
Hey, girl,
Period.
period.
Just
I
thought I
feel
would
like
text you.
I'm not that good at responding to my text messages, I feel.
So like one
No,
day,
you're not.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, okay.
You're the worst. at text
Really?
messages. Yes. Like when I send you a message, I'd be like, well, let me wait 3 days. So,
3 business
I have
days.
59 unread messages. I know, it's crazy. I'm just like, I know, I said
Bruh.
I'm going to work on it.
Dude, you've been working on this for years already.
last time I texted her and I was like, dang, actually, I could have been like, guys, I'm just
Stranded.
playing stranded, or you know, passed away, or accident, or
Yeah,
something.
you did say
And then
that.
she's like, I'm sorry.
I'd be at
just
the funeral though.
But look, if it's an emergency, just call me. I'm going to answer.
No, your mom called you that day, and you're like, oh, my mom called me. I didn't even answer her.
I was like, oh, it's my mom. No, but my mom calls me like 10 times a day, so you can't use that as an excuse.
Well, after 9 o'clock, my phone goes on silent mode. So.
I noticed. Do you still see it though?
Chrissy told me before, she's like, don't call me after 9, boo, if you're
Oh, it-
stranded, because I'm not going to answer. My
I
phone's
ain't-
on silent.
I mean, you can
It's on-
call.
Y'all, my phone was on
we can
silent
answer.
yesterday, and Ray was calling me from the restroom, throwing down. And I didn't help him. Because my phone was on silent. I feel bad.
Oh,
Wow.
poor Ray.
Poor Ray.
He does it on my phone. He puts do not disturb every night.
Every
so
night.
it's fine. And then I don't even turn it off in the morning. I'm like, well, it is
Just
what
leave
is.
it.
Yeah.
She's like, I can call up.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, I love you.
I love y'all. I'm gonna make y'all all emergency contacts so they go through every time.
Hey. Yeah, I just wanted to call. That's it. All right. I just wanted to make sure I was on the emergency contact.
Oh,
list.
Yeah,
okay.
just make sure you will answer.
Well, I do have a Bible verse for gossip. Which I was surprised. I looked it up and I was like, wow, it actually does say something about gossip on here. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, the one who reveals secrets is a constant gossip. Avoid someone with a big mouth. Isn't that
Period.
like, man? I was like, okay, God, let me be quiet.
Or is there
Okay.
another one?
The one who, well, yeah, I have another one. Whoever conceals an offense promotes love, but whoever gossips about it separates friends. I thought that was really good because that's like telling you if you're gossiping, that's just gonna separate you as
Yeah.
our little group. And I might be reading that out of context. I should have read more on it, but both of those are in Proverbs. So yeah, I thought that was good that the Bible talks about it. So we know that it's not just like we're not feeling conviction just because we're feeling conviction because that's in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
That's what God is saying.
And
so.
I feel like God knew we would be
Tempted,
struggling
yeah.
with that. So
I'll help you.
it's crazy.
I know.
The Bible's crazy.
One of the things that I was going to say about FOMO, One of the things I was going to say about FOMO, and it kind of, because to me, FOMO is wanting or desiring what you see others have and not having it, or like
Yeah.
being at the experiencing things. So like the 10th commandment literally says, y'all shall not covet your neighbor's house. You should not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female servant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. So the word covet means like desire or want. And so the desire and want can be a sin, right? Because we're looking at others do things that we want to do. And so what I was going to say, because FOMO, we fear that we have what we don't, we're not having what we desire. If we don't have what we desire or covet, we feel we are missing out on living or having something that makes us happy, even though it doesn't align with the word of God. So FOMO is, to me, is a sin.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we're going to like put it in that way, like it
Yeah,
is a
because
sin.
to me, FOMO equals envy or jealousy,
Right.
in some way.
Right.
Like for me, if I was feeling FOMO about people going, not inviting me, I'm jealous that they're going out without me. I'm jealous that they're building, like you said, one of y'all said, that they're like forming their bond and I'm not in it, So yeah, and that's a sin. So yeah, we could think about it.
Yeah.
Like you said, that it's a sin.
Whether we have a bond or not, y'all stuck with me. So.
Yeah, we are.
We do.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so after you read that, something came to my head.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I'm gonna put myself on blast right now.
Go ahead. Blast out.
So I think
Blast
my
off.
FOMO is marriage, because out of this group, I'm the only one that's not married.
Ooh, that was fire right there.
So I think that is my FOMO. I'm not jealous of your marriage, and you want your marriage. Does that,
Right.
I know.
My thing is just,
You're jealous of others being married and you're not.
You're
married.
just not, you being not married.
Yeah. That's real.
that's my FOMO.
Yeah.
That's a FOMO.
Yeah.
That's a real FOMO.
Well, thank you for being honest about
Yeah.
that.
That's good.
And I don't want to cry. So,
So pass it on.
It's
The
okay.
mic.
It's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're being
that's-
vulnerable.
That's real
and
though.
That's okay. Like that's true. That's a true FOMO.
Yeah.
Just like there's women having FOMO because they can't have kids, and they see other people with kids, and they can't have it.
Yeah.
And can I say you're not the only one that has those feelings? Like those are valid emotions, valid feelings. I know other women who are struggling with that as well. I don't think my sister would mind me saying this, but my sister was engaged and she's no longer engaged. And I know that's something she kind of struggles with. Like she sees her friends, getting married, having children, and she just thought that that's where she would be at right now. But I also know, and I remind her, and I want to remind you that it's all in God's timing, and I think God will do that for you at the right time, at the right moment. You know, I always like try to remind her, like, hey, like, let's not rush it. Let's not see where we're not at in life, because I'm trying to think of how to say this. Because like you don't want to be somewhere and then you regret it eventually, right? Does that make sense?
You don't want to rush God. Like, You
Yes.
just want Him to do it in
Yeah.
His perfect timing, not in on our timing. Like,
Yeah, you said that perfectly. That's it. That's what I mean. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay to feel those emotions because those are real feelings. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think what gets to me the most is there's days where I think about it and there's days where I don't.
Yeah.
There's days where I'm perfectly fine and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever. But there's days where I'm not, and then thoughts go through my head, but it's not like, it's just like, I get mad.
Yeah.
I get
Angry.
upset,
Yeah.
and I'm,
what? Mad at what? Mad at yourself? Mad at not being married, or mad at God for not letting it happen yet?
Or the
well,
person.
and I know this is gonna sound weird, but I know God's not letting it happen because He's the only one that knows the situation at home. So in my head, I feel like He's telling me, like,
He's protecting me.
I know you're frustrated. I know you're tired,
Yeah.
but just wait. But then there's times where I'm like, I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired, like
Yes.
I don't ask for a lot, you know what I mean? Even though I low key do, but I'm just like,
God's
God,
like, you sure? You sure? Like,
right?
I got you your coffee this morning.
Yeah, like I'll make sure you were happy today.
It's like, what else you want?
Yeah.
But then there's times where I am upset with that person.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that is my whole dilemma.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I'm patient, but I'm mad.
Yeah.
This person don't help. So then I'm just like, okay. But seeing y'all be married and everybody's experience is totally different. Hearing y'all stories, and I'm a sucker, and I think it's because I'm a Cancer baby. But I love it. I just love to hear people's love stories. I love to hear how y'all met. I love to hear how long y'all been together. I love to hear that stuff. I just love it.
Yeah.
Do you love Disney princess movies?
I do. And it's like, where's my love story?
Yeah.
You love the fairy tale marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one thing that I will put my blast on for is
Blast
I have
off, girl,
said
blast off.
whatever is I don't want a big wedding.
Yeah.
I can have it in my backyard. But I just want that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you'll get it.
one day.
One day. I do.
That's all I keep telling myself.
Because you
One day.
100%
Yeah.
deserve it.
Yes.
You're worthy of it.
1000%.
So yeah, it's just a lot of mixed emotions when this subject comes up. And that is my biggest FOMO. I think that I've dealt with not for long, but I think it started hitting me last year. So it's almost 2 years that I think I felt this FOMO.
Yeah.
Only for that. And I feel like I need to keep praying on it because the emotions that I have on the inside are the reason why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to continue, just be myself
Yes.
Yeah.
and wait.
And I believe God will use this, your testimony. He's going to turn it into your greatest, or this, what is it called? Your test that he's going to turn into your greatest testimony. I just feel like one day you're going to be talking about this, but you're going to have that beautiful marriage, relationship, family that you've always had. And you're going to be able to tell people about how everything that you've gone through, but that you didn't give up and God saw you through it. He got you through it, and I believe it's going to happen for you. I do. As long as you keep following him and just trying to listen to him. And I think he's leading you. I think he's protecting you. I think he's guiding you. I think he's working in you, in your heart. And like he's just working in you. Maybe you're not there yet, but he's working in you,
Yeah.
And I feel like it's built up more with this big party, that's coming up. Because there's been, I feel like that's like my icing on the cake. Even when we were doing the invitations that you were helping me with, I was just like, well, okay. For that day, I guess,
Oh, with the last name? Oh.
It's like,
Yeah.
and there are times where I sit there and I'm like, I want to be like Prissy. Like, I want to carry that,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's because of that.
Yeah.
Like, Prissy's a better wife than me. I'm just saying the last name,
You would be a great wife. I know that.
so, and I think that's what's just really triggering me these weeks. It's just because of this big party we have going on.
It's a huge event, so stressful.
Yeah. And I'm playing pretend.
Yeah.
So they
You're
said,
tired of being pretend.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. I see you.
No.
We hear you.
Your feelings are valid.
Yeah, they are.
They're valid. And they're heard.
And we are still praying for you. We pray for you all the time. And I know God is going to use this for your good one day and his glory. You're going to give him glory. He's going to make everything good for you. I believe that.
We have faith. We have faith.
Well, since we're getting
I
real.
was gonna say I have a verse that's really
Go.
It's John 14:1. It says Jesus was talking to his disciples and he says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me." So just have faith. Just keep having faith. I think, like Prissy said, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I know, like sometimes we're worrying and we're stressing, and God's over there like, "Hello, you, big summer blowout."
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yoo-hoo.
I can't. I watched Frozen so many times.
I know me too. I didn't realize. I didn't realize how old Frozen was until the other day. I saw a video that someone posted of their kid singing "Let It Go," and they were a little girl, and that kid is going to be a sophomore in college this year.
goodness.
And I was like, "Wait, what?"
I watched it before I even had Selena. When we were in the Lane apartments and Heavenly like skipped school that day, I think we watched Frozen. I was like crying. I was like, my sister would do that for me.
Can you give Ashley your mic? Because your mic just turned off too.
Mine?
Yes. I swear I charged them overnight.
want to hear
I
what
have-
you gotta say today.
I charged
Like-
them overnight.
We're gonna turn off our mic.
One mic.
Okay, I was just gonna say, and I want to remind you that our marriages, like even though we're married, they're not perfect. Like we've been
Not at
through
all.
just our own struggles, you know. So I don't ever want you to feel like, oh, here they come with their perfect marriages, because girl, it's not even close, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
The grass is not always greener on the other side.
No, we've
It's
Yeah.
greener where you water.
There you go.
All right, let me get that back.
I would get emotional.
You know what, guys?
No, I do too. Because, like, I feel like,
It's a big top. Like, it's just, I don't know.
I think, like, the beginning stages of marriages are always this hard. And so when you talk about your marriage and you realize the things that you've gone through, you get emotional about it because you're like, man, we've been through some things. We still got more things to go through.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, the things are still coming.
I'm like, God, I want to break. Like, goodness.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, since we're getting real, now I'm starting to think like I have something that I'm praying about right now, or having that fear of missing out on, is that third child. Like having a third child. I feel like that FOMO right now.
That is that's a good one, because, can I say something?
There you go.
Sorry, because that's so true. I've actually been feeling that, which me and Ray can no longer have babies. So I feel like we made that decision. At the moment, I was like, I think this is the best decision. Like I'm good with my 2 babies. But lately I have baby fever, and I've been getting kind of sad about it. And the other day, I was just here by myself. I just cried about it. I don't even know what put that thought in my mind, but
Because the girls started school
maybe
and
I'm
you're
like,
home alone.
yeah, I'm so lonely. No, but yeah, maybe that's what it was. I was just like, wow, I'm like done with my babies. Like, I'm not gonna have that anymore. And it's just crazy that you brought that up, because I don't really talk about it. Yeah. I just brought it up to Ray the other day, because every time we see babies, I'm like, I just want to hold them, you know. But
Me too. I'm waiting for my sister to have a baby, because I've been feeling kind of like I want a kid. Like, I'll bring it up. I'm like, yeah, can we have another baby or whatever? And Melissa's like, stop. No, we're not having any more. No. But then now, so I'm all like, maybe I just need to have, like, carry a baby, and that'll be enough.
and then, like, give it a love.
Yes.
Being crazy, you're like, you know what?
And I'm all like, hopefully my sister has a baby soon. So I can.
Same.
Yeah.
But yes, I was gonna say something else and I forgot.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It happens a lot. It happens. Okay. Here you go.
But yeah. No, yeah, because we
Sorry,
see.
I didn't take your spot.
It's okay. I'll let you know later how I felt about it.
I didn't appreciate you interrupted me.
She's gonna be right there in minute da-da-da-da. If you go back.
Hey girl, ...
No,
This is not a happy message.
Put no emoji. I always have to apologize to her, 'cause I'm like, I'm always interrupting you.
Oh no,
But
yeah.
She does.
It so fast. Like, if I
I'll be
don't say
like,
it,
how many? oh, and I'm like,
I've been trying to be better at that too, because I've been trying to be like,
I go back
stop.
into my shell.
When people talk, I feel like,
Like a
stop
turtle.
making it about yourself. Like, let
Yeah.
people speak.
Okay.
But sometimes I think Ashley needs to get it. No, but
No, that's for me. That's for me, not for you. That's for me.
No, but I really think that.
but I think Ashley needs to get it out because she will forget.
Yeah.
Right? You're welcome. She's like, pet me.
Let me apologize for the
Toddlers like, give it to me.
Let me apologize for always interrupting as well.
All right. I think she's done for real this time. No, but like at church, you know, oh yeah, we have 2 girls in our life group. They're so cute. They're having their second baby. They're pregnant, right? And then I went like on a play date with one of our friends, and we went to Watermark Church. They have this whole indoor. They didn't invite you.
It ain't my fault.
I know, right?
I'm gonna text you later too. Tell you how
She was like,
No, add a note.
I was invited.
I know, right?
you weren't.
Okay, but like there's moms, you know, they have their little kids, and they're just so many people pregnant walking around, you know, and then we just know people have 3 kids, you know, y'all got 3, and then you got 3, and then like we have friends that have three kids. My mom had 3 kids, you know. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and then yesterday, my little 4-year-old Elijah, he's like, he was begging to go to the store and buy a little brother yesterday. He was like, can we get a little brother, please? I want to be a big brother. I want a little brother, and I'm gonna give him chocolate milk. I'm like, you're gonna give the baby chocolate milk? He's like, no, white milk, and he's gonna like it. And then so we prayed about it at that moment. I was like, we need to pray first. We're gonna ask God if Jesus wants us to have a baby, we have to pray for it, but we got to be patient. And then he goes and sits on the couch, and he's like, Jesus said yes. He's like, I hear him in my heart. I hear him in my ears. He's like, Jesus said yes. And I'm like, what do you mean when he said yes? He's like, he said I can have a little brother. And then I'm like, okay, you know, we'll still pray about it. He's like, can we go now? He's like, I want to go to there's a baby store, and I want to go buy a baby, right? And I told him we can't do that. He's like, fine, I'll take a little sister.
Oh, he's like, I'll settle.
Yeah, he's like, so he thinks we could just go to the store. He hasn't said it today, but yeah, he's been saying
The
he
day
wants to
just
be.
started.
Huh?
I said the day just
I
started.
know. No, but he's been saying he wants to be a big brother. I don't know. He wants a baby brother. But so anyways, I've been just feeling that.
Do
FOMO.
do you feel like you want one?
I don't. I don't. So I prayed like, Lord, put that desire in my heart if it's for us, because I do not feel. I mean, the thought sounds nice, but when I think about being pregnant and going through all that,
You're like, oh.
it's a lot. Like I had hard pregnancies both times. I was sick the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
And then having the baby, and then getting the epidural, and then not feeling your legs, and I'm like, I can't feel my legs.
I know.
You know,
Every
like-
time I see delivery videos or someone having a baby on TV or something like that,
Yeah.
I cry all the
Really?
time. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too.
"Oh, I miss not having a baby." But
And then of course Elijah's almost gonna be 5,
right.
and that's around the time where it's like, okay, dang, now it's like I really don't have a baby anymore.
Yeah.
And you're just so used to having baby all the time, you know. So I've been feeling that fear of missing out on that, like, and I feel like I'm 34, like I feel like the clock is ticking, like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But then I get on TikTok and people are having their first kids at 40 years old, and I'm like, maybe the clock isn't ticking that fast. You know, maybe I have another year or so, you know, I don't know. So I
think
just pray
too.
that.
I think that too sometimes when I think about having another kid. Like it's not gonna happen. But I just like sometimes I'm like, oh, I miss having a baby. Or,
Yeah.
And then Bella, she's always like, yeah, but we always play with her. Like Milton always says, Bella, and then she'll come from her room, and he probably wanted her to like get something out the fridge or something. And then he's all like, we got to talk to you. And she's like, what? Your mom's pregnant. And then she's like, oh my God, no. You know, because she's so big, so she knows how everything happens. And so I'm like, no, but she always says like, please don't have another kid. Please no more kids. Please no more kids. But that stops me too, because I'm like, I don't want to have a kid, a senior in high school, and then me pregnant again. Like, that's kind of weird. You know, it's kind of like not
You
okay.
have like an 18-year-old almost and
Yes.
a little baby.
But no, sometimes I do miss having a baby. Like you said, like you see Elijah, he's about to be 5, and he's getting big. Like I feel that way because he's my baby.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I still want to like grab him.
Yeah.
And he's all like, ooh,
Yeah.
like, no, don't leave me alone or
Yeah.
whatever. And then like they make fun of him at home, like, ooh, you're mommy's baby. Da, da, da.
I'm not a baby.
Yeah, but sometimes he'll be like,
Yeah, sometimes and sometimes no.
that's what I miss.
And I always wanted to have 4 kids, but I'm like, I don't know if my body can do that. But yeah, so just fear of missing out on that 3rd child. I don't know.
Yeah. I know I want someone to have a baby.
Huh?
I said I know I want somebody to have another baby. I need to carry a baby. A baby that I know.
Yeah, I know, not a random baby.
There's times where like I'll be like, oh, look at the little cute baby. We'll be somewhere at a store or something, and then that baby will start crying, throwing a fit. And I'm like, ooh, thank you for that, because my kids are old. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, like imagine me having another baby. Like, oh, it'd be spoiled rotten, right? Because
Yeah.
all the 3 kids are old. They would of course be like all hands on and let me play with the baby or I'll watch the baby or whatever. But then when I'm out in public and it's like
Me and Jake and Ariana, and we'll be out there, and I'm like, oh, look at the baby's so cute. And I'm the kind of people that if I see your baby and you got a cute little baby, and I know I'm sorry. I believe in ojo, and I'll be like, I have to be like, oh, look at the little baby, like, I'm sorry. So I'll be like, oh, he's so cute, or she's so cute, and then the baby will walk away, and then I'll just look, and Ariana's like, would you have another baby? And I'm like, I think I would. And then she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, but after y'all leave the house, I mean, me and Dad could just travel the world, so nah, I think I'm okay, So I'll talk myself out of it, but. It's funny because last time he said, if we could have more kids, would you? And I said, if we could have more kids, we would have 6 kids by now. He's like, I just wanted 1. I said, no, we would have 6. I'm that fertile, and I would have made sure I would have had 3 more kids.
Oh, I thought you meant like 6 more.
An additional 6.
No.
No.
Total, we would have had 6 kids because I would have wanted 3 more.
Oh, okay.
For sure. And I would have just been happy-go-lucky, walking around with 6 little babies.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's cute.
FOMO's
Babies are
real,
cute.
guys.
Yeah.
FOMO is real. It can get you in any way.
Yeah.
But I think we just gotta find truth in knowing that it's His will, and we need to just follow it.
Mm-hmm. And try to listen for His voice.
Yeah.
Daily. Mm-hmm.
All right, Ashley, I want to have you pray for us again. We're gonna have that confidence in you by the end of this season.
Let me pass
this,
the mic to Priscilla.
We're gonna pass the mic to the person who.
Do you want to?
No.
Okay. Let me think. Okay, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us here, Jesus. I thank you that we were able to have good conversation. I thank you that we're able to have real and honest conversation, Father. I pray, Lord, that you just touch someone's heart out there, Lord. I pray that we're able just to bring someone towards you, Father. I pray that this podcast touches someone's life, Father God. And I just pray for each and every one of us, Lord. I pray that you just work on us individually and together as a group, Father. I thank you for this day. I thank you for just bringing us here. We love you, Lord, and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Bye.